Oh, heavens no. Oh, God.
It is very dangerous to put your hands outside the windows of the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! Where did you go? Arthur! Arthur! Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I? Right. Happiness is a choice. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Thought I knew the difference between heaven and hell.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur! Arthur, where are you? Arthur! Where did you go? Arthur!
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Ah, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
I love what you've done with your office. It's so homey.
There is now a curfew in effect at night.
That's a past we can remember safely.
How did she know?
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card. Right. Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course he'd have to break the tube to get out. Now I'll break it for everybody. little shit. He wants my view. Well, let's see what Miss Bing thinks of your work now, Clive. Fond memories. I hope I did that right. Nothing wrong with that one. Whatever happened to you, Prudence? Are you off your joy, Prue? I mean, you too. You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did you go?
I did take them. No, leave me alone. I took my joy. No, leave me alone. No. Oh, hi, Arthur.
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
Getting out of bed. What could it be? Ask yourself a few questions. Do you feel pain in your bones? Are you having trouble catching your breath? Are you eating their chocolate when you're under 70 years old? Is your mouth often dry? Do you have scorbutic tongue? Other symptoms you might have are red or purple spots on the skin, especially on your legs that look like this. Do you find your muscles are sore even when you haven't been overusing them? Well, you may have scurvy. And congratulations, this is one of our traditional English enemies. And like all traditional English enemies, we beat it before, yes, and we'll beat it again. As you know, England has traditionally ruled the seas. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. And that means that our ships have traditionally been out at sea for long stretches at a time. Sailors used to eat nothing but ship's biscuits and salt pork. I could do with some salt pork right now. But if you eat nothing but, you're going to get sick. You see, your body needs vitamin C. But biscuits and salt pork don't have any vitamin C. So sailors and long English voyagers would get sick. And they didn't have joy to make them feel any better either. Well, a lot of Englishmen put their scientific brains to the challenge, and it was soon discovered that fresh vegetables would cure the problem right away. But how do you get fresh veg on board a boat that's not going to dock for months? Well, Captain James Cook discovered that if he took limes on board, it could cure the sailors. How do you get sailors to drink lime juice? Well, you put it in their rum, don't you? They're not going to give up their rum, are they? Even if it tastes a bit limey. And once they were drinking their daily rum with lime juice, well, they got to liking it. That was called grog. Yes, and that's why we Brits are called limeys, because we learned to put limes in our grog. Citrus fruits are just packed with vitamin C. So, why are you getting scurvy when you're not on a boat? Well, I'm afraid some of you have been a bit naughty. You're eating bread means that you're not having a traditional English 2-veg. Some of you aren't even eating your potatoes. Imagine that. Well, bread does not contain vitamin C. And if you're eating millet bread or moss cakes, while they taste perfectly acceptable, they're not good sources of the sea. And I'm sad to say, though I've developed quite a taste for it, victory meat does not contain any vitamin C at all. Canned and preserved meats are generally very poor sources of vitamin C. Now, if you were on Captain Cook's ship discovering Australia, New Zealand, and Hawaii, you'd have a bit of grog and, well, you'd be right as English rain. But you probably haven't seen a lime or an orange or a lemon in a few years, and, well, as have I. Not to worry. Most fresh meat contains vitamin C too. Like rats, they make their own vitamin C. So, get some fresh meat at the butcher, you're all set. And if you can't get fresh meat, then most frustrating oxygen. Now, you don't have to explain you couldn't, because if you boil them for the nice and gummy, you boil out all the seeds, so make sure you eat some of your veg. Can't get fresh veg?
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
Hit it!
Give it a whack!
Hit it!
You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh, my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Take your joy. Take your joy. Take your joy. Take your
Probably
joy.
a bad time to ask for that raise.
Take your joy. Take your joy. Take your joy. Take your joy.
Got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you! You smell gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time!
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village. Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
One less mouth to feed, eh?
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. He never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes. Prudence really did run off. And she ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again. I'll need some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a lockpick. There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off. What happened to him? Or rather, who?
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But they hurt the city.
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
Cheer up! Black dog!
That's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school. Bridge. I've got to get to the bridge. In the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were. I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke. I hope this doesn't give me food poisoning. Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden. The rabbit got into the garden.
Sounds like some sort of secret message. I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got it all figured out, but I will find you. Oh. Berries? They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess maybe I can make some sort of ointment to put on my wounds. Otherwise I'll never feel better. A Rose of Gilead. Percy told me about these. They're good for wounds and things. Now is the time to dare and endure. Right, Mr. Churchill? Ugh. Sorry. They look pretty well buttoned up. I suppose I can wait here till they throw a party for the whole neighbourhood, or find a cleverer way in. It works. I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that. Oh, God. That smells awful in there. Well, that's a convenient story, isn't it? The Germans rounded up the kids at gunpoint, did they? So much better than what we actually did, isn't it? You've got to find something to eat.
And I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I thanked the wise old owl, and he left the room at once. So I
A lovely rotten potato. I'm not sure I want to eat it. I suppose I could. Might throw up.
My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice. I wrote to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star. Then come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I sang the wise old owl, and he left the room at once. So I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice. I wrote to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star. He said, come down and sing for me, and I'll see how good you are. And I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. No, I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months. I sang the wise old owl, and he left the room at once. So I don't suppose I'll do it again for months and months and months.
Well, that's terribly romantic, isn't it? They had each other until the end.
In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice.
That's a bit risky. Look what happened to Goldilocks. A water pump. Nice. There's a few more in the Garden District, aren't there? This ought to be pretty clean, unlike in the village where they spike it with joy. Who wouldn't I kill for a sandwich? I can think of no good reason to go into a camp full of heavily armed delinquents. And I hope I never have one either. I wonder if this is how Percy felt, not fitting in anywhere.
Nice suit.
Thank you. My uncle bought it for me last Christmas.
Anxious to get back home to the village?
Well, I live in the parade.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars that all the bobbies have. And a power cell.
Know where I could mug a bobby?
You're a brave one, aren't you? No. I'll trade you one.
Don't you want to go back home?
Home to all those bastards who chased me out of my house. When they all catch the plague and die. Then I'll go back. There's something I want a whole lot more. Those bastards in that camp over there. With the helmets and the proper weapons. They took something from me. You get them back for me. I'll give you my card.
Sounds quite dangerous, isn't it?
Of course it's bloody dangerous. That's why I'm paying you. Come and find me in that sort of hamlet over there. We'll trade.
All right. Well, what are they?
Me medals. From the war. I won the DSO at Dunkirk and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards. They thought it was funny that I still had them. Fucking funny they thought it was. No, I'll need a power cell to fire this thing up. Hooligans stole most of those too.
Right. Well, I'll see what I can do. Well, off I go to a camp of robbers. Maybe I can defeat Heavens alive. It's a bloody fortress. Ooh, look at that. I've been looking for one of those. Be seeing you. Sally would have loved this. We could never get in here. I guess I have to take that elevator. I hope no one notices. Lovely day, Fred.
A lovely day it is. Not many people get this far. It's sort of a test. Someone who gets this far usually puts up a decent fight.
In the arena.
I don't suppose there's some way I could be more useful to you alive.
I don't know. Can you juggle?
Well, I could write a lovely poem. I won a prize in school.
Nah. We've already got a bard. First, put your things in that box, or we'll leave you there to starve.
Gird thy loins for the moment of truth, for it is upon you.
That was bloody incredible, wasn't it? This is the best service we've had in weeks. Our newest gladiator comes direct to you from City Hall, according to his wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome warmly Arthur, King of the Parade! Let's see if he can keep blood off that lovely suit, especially his. Hey, in the other corner. Is our two-time winner, Danny Defoe!
Bloody hell! Arthur Hastings? I'm sorry? I don't think I know you. Of course you know me! You got me sacked from the Oak Coron! I don't remember that. I don't work there anymore. You thought one of my articles was insufficiently original? Danny Defoe! You've lost a bit of weight. To be fair, you did copy my piece line by line. Who gives a shit, Hastings? A newspaper's supposed to make you feel good. Nobody remembers what they read. I don't want to fight you. The feeling is muted. There's only enough food for the winners, see?
Now lads, choose your weapons. One is quite lethal. The other will just give the other chap some bad dreams. Up to you.
That padded one doesn't look nearly as effective. How badly do I not want to kill good old Danny? And Danny's picked the lethal one. That's cheery.
Hey, some guy. I've got great odds on you. Don't fuck it up. He's gonna come on strong with that lead pipe. You're gonna want to block that. Try shoving him. Drop his guard. Try shoving him. Drop his guard. Try shoving him. Drop his guard. It's time!
agree to disagree?
3, 2, 1. Let's spice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If you lost your bet on Defoe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
Take it really easy on us. It's in the water. It's in the pipes. Find it.
Victorious. Arthur, you are free to go. It's been a real pleasure having you over. Catch you later. Let's all wish him well on his journey.
Oh God, this on. Oh God. There's some sort of vent. I wonder if I can pry it loose. I'd need a jimmy bar. I don't have a jimmy bar. Can I find stuff to make one with? I'm gonna have to search these bodies for bits and bobs of metal, aren't I? I suppose now that no one is actively trying to kill me, I ought to be on the lookout for a Motoline dispenser. That chap at the... I suppose now I better figure out how to get rid of him real quiet like. I definitely don't want a crowd.
Just lie down.
It's not you, it's me.
The show where we help you expand your nutritional horizons. You know, you can eat a lot more things than you've ever dreamt of. And I'm here to show you what. Now today we're going to talk about the wonderful world of flour extenders and bread substitutes.
No one saw me hide. I bet I could stay here forever. At least until I starved to death. pure resublimated dimotylene, the fuel of the future, now. Go to that hamlet and give that chap his medals, and he'll give me the card I need to cross the bridge.
Certainly using their English imaginations, aren't they? Always been good at coming up with clever solutions to just about any problem, eh? Certainly easy to get sawdust. You just saw some wood. And yet, sawdust will indeed fill you up. It's very slow to digest, which makes for a full tummy all day long. Just make sure it's powdery and not too rough, or it'll irritate your stomach. Do bear in mind that sawdust has surprisingly little nutritional value. Man cannot live on sawdust alone. If you're looking for a better use of sawdust, it's handy to use as a mulch in your garden. It really helps aerate the soil. And if you have it typical halfway clay under your house, a bit of sawdust is just the thing to mix in with that soil.
I think that's everything I had when they jumped me. If I crouch, I bet I can disappear into those bushes. Sorry to bother. It's better this way. How are you holding up?
Stay where I could see you. No one likes a lurker.
This won't hurt a bit. It occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we?
Hello? Anyone out there?
Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here! Over here! Do you want to get thrashed?
Come in! Come in! God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
Well, that's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of the homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
I don't think my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the garden district, but proper folk will have me pegged for a wastrel.
Ain't it past your bedtime?
This too shall pass, I suppose.
If you get a cut out here, you better bandage it up. You can get an infection just from a scratch.
I lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good lie today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mum when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in a tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
Ain't it past your bedtime? Go home. Go to bed.
I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into the sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
Go home.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge.
Best stay out of sight. Ain't it past your bedtime?
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class.
Don't go opening people's boxes just because they're not looking, right? Go home, go to bed.
A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here. Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
Ain't it past your bedtime?
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
Welcome to the bloody Garden District.
Hello.
Watch out for the ones with the plague. They look sick, but then they suddenly become wild dogs.
Have you been sleeping all right?
Don't swim in the river. The fumes will kill you.
At least we're alive, right?
Getting enough sleep. It's important to sleep.
At least we have our memories, right?
I'd better not catch you getting into my stuff.
Are you all right?
Stay away from the ones with the plague. It's a terrible way to die.
At least there are flowers out here.
It's hard when you can't trust your own memory, isn't it?
It could be worse, I think.
Stay out of the fog. It bites.
If some scientist had told me Percy was actually from Mars, I'm not sure I'd have disbelieved him. Maybe I should sit down for a bit. Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out. Oh dear. One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. Oh. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. Oh. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. Now I just need to find the train station. I ought to be able to see it from a distance.